The welding points are this one right here in the back. This one you have to make a plate for it. Right here in the back you have to make a spacer. Right here, right there. We did weld the plates for the strikers. Right there in the middle we have not welded it yet. We're gonna do that today. There's this plate to glue the top. Then you have to weld right there in the front. Right here in the back you have to make a plate for it too. So we're gonna be working from the rear to the front now. We're gonna go ahead and move the fuel filler to here to the middle because that's where it's gonna sit, and then recover again everything right here on the rear so it's waterproof. I'll show you guys what I use for that. We're gonna permanently start mounting everything, so the air compressor and the lines and all the management, the battery, everything's gonna be permanently put where it's supposed to go. Alright guys, so here's what we did. We cut this wood piece that's on the bottom in half. In a previous video we just cut a piece of cardboard that matched so it would have the holes for it to be easy to take out the fuel pumps. So what we did now is we cut it in half, and then we haven't fastened it yet to the body, but we ran the lines underneath, and the tank is still not connected. The tank is still not fastened down, but we did connect. We moved the ground to one of the studs where the seat used to be, and then we ran all the battery relocation wires and the airbag wires through here. One thing we did cut all the lines to fit now, so everything's a little bit more permanent. This is under good, and the bracket for the battery is good. And one thing that we did is when we installed the airbag system, we had a wire coming from the accessory, one of the accessory fuses right here. So what we did is that we ran that to a relay over here, that relay in the back that gets power from the battery, and all we did is we installed a new fuse box over there. So I installed this fuse box to run all the accessories, all the LED lights, the power mirror, and everything, all the add-ons, so I don't mess with the original electrical system on the car. So this is how I have it wired up. The ground is just running to here. The power is actually coming from that relay over there, so it only turns on with the accessory. And here's where I have the airbag system now on the 15 fuse, and that's it. Here's where you can check all your extra stuff, all the wires and everything. You can see a little bit right here that everything is ran under. I ran the lines and the power lines for the harness through this hole. The compressor is mounted now where it's gonna sit. Everything is more permanent now. That's kind of the look of how it's gonna be. Of course, we're gonna upholster that bottom piece with carpet, and some of these wires are not gonna be on there. Everything's gonna look a little bit better once we finish the trunk setup. The amp is gonna sit right there in that little portion once we have that panel in. The only thing we haven't run is these sub wires. The sub is gonna sit right here. Same thing with the gas filler. Compressors over here. So this is how we're gonna make the car a little bit more waterproof. This is a metal flashing that's usually used for roofs. We're just gonna put a couple self-tappers on there like that. Once everything is kind of in place, bent to place, Okay, so everything is gonna be covered here on the inside, all the way to here. So everything is waterproofed. Once all of that is bent to shape, we're gonna seam seal it in place and then spray some undercoating to make it a little bit more waterproof. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Once we're done with all the wiring and the trunk setups and all this, we can finally put the body back on and glue it for good. Here I taped along the windowsill. I'm gonna scuff it with like 400 grit and then spray some matte black under. The windshield covers everything, so there's no need for it to be body colored. Plus, when I had the kit on and I was trying to drive it around, the white glares really bad on the windshield, so I just wanted it to be black. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. I'm gonna drill the hole for the gas to be routed over here, so that's what we're gonna do now. Alright, so we tubbed the whole back on the sides. That way it seals up the trunk again. Everything nice and neat. We have self stoppers right now. And then this is what I'm gonna use. That's a seam sealer. I'm gonna go ahead and seam seal every little gap and everything. And then spray on the inside and outside some more of the undercoating. And then once the body goes back on, it's gonna be hopefully waterproof. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share with your friends. Next video, we're probably gonna be working on a different car. My dad just fixed Infiniti G35. We're gonna wrap it and do a little transformation on it. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.